options. So under gaming, we have game bar configuration. Here we can customize keyboard shortcuts to open game bar, to take screenshot, to record, to start stop recording, keep microphone on or off, start pause broadcast, or show camera and broadcast. And here we can also customize capture, where to save captures, recording games in the background, set up my maximum recording length, recording audio, set up audio quality, microphone volume and system volume, and record video frame and video quality could be standard or high. We can broadcast audio, game mode. When game mode is on, Windows optimizes your PC for play. If you're gamer, keep it on. Xbox networking. I uninstalled some Xbox components as I showed you at the beginning of this video. So basically it's not ready because I don't use it. Ease of access. This is where we customize the text, customize the size. Okay, my scaling factor is 150%. We can customize the size of apps and text on other displays, change the size and color of cursor mouse pointer. We can show animations, transparency, and I don't like hidden scroll bars. So when scroll bars are hidden, basically we have to move mouse, it slows us down during the scrolling and so on. We can choose to show or not, that's the background image. Okay, here we can customize the pointer size and color. Under additional mouse settings, we can do additional customization and customize cursor thickness and change touch feedback for the monitors with touch screens. Yeah. Here we can customize usage of magnifier tools, change increments, if you need to use magnifier, you can play with these options. Here we can apply certain color filters. As you can see, I keep everything default. Here we can choose high contrast theme. So this is the high contrast. And here we can customize usage of narrator, voice, pitch, volume, and default playback device. Okay, let's go to search category. So here if we share computer with children, we can apply safe search options to be strict, moderate, or off. Off, there is no filtering of adult content. Strict filters completely adult content. So if you're setting the account for children, it's recommended to set it to strict cloud content search in device history, I suggest turning this off. So basically, if somebody is going to spy me, they won't know what I was doing on my computer. Searching Windows, I keep it classic. We can exclude some folders from the search. And search indexer settings. We can troubleshoot to resolve search issues. This is more details about this search. Cortana still tool in development. So Windows logo, key and C. Cortana listens the commands. I don't use Cortana because I don't need it. But you can play. It's very similar to Siri, but Siri started to develop earlier, and Siri is much more developed than Cortana. Cortana still in development, and I didn't find it quite useful. This is permissions. You can sign in to personalize permissions. Allowing Cortana to access. Look, I don't allow any access to Cortana, but it doesn't mean that Cortana doesn't have default system access. Cortana and Windows Search work with Bing, still in development. This is about Cortana and your privacy. You can dedicate some time to read these details to make yourself familiar. Privacy tab. Under Privacy tab, I suggest unchecking everything. And I keep location off. If some app needs my location, I can enter that manually, postal code or so on. And background apps, I suggest to keep all of them off, because if they are on, they will take up system resources. Look, we don't need Skype if we don't use it. We don't need settings to be on if we don't use it. Print 3D, if we don't use it, we don't need it on. Photos, if we don't use currently, we don't need it on. People, Paint 3D, OneNote, Office mobile plans, Solitaire collection, Edge, messaging, maps. I suggest turn it off for your protection. App diagnostics, I suggest keeping it on. If in the future we encounter some issues with some app, we can easily troubleshoot and access diagnostic info. Automatic file downloads, keep it off. Documents, apps need access to documents library, either pictures or videos or anything like that. Yeah. So 3D viewer can access videos, and camera can access to be able to save videos in the videos folder. File system access, leave it as it is. Okay, Update and Security tab. So, Windows Update. Here we can pause updates or resume. Under Delivery Optimization, I suggest that you keep it off, because even though it says allow downloads from other PCs, but when your PC is considered as other PC to some other computer on the same network, that means that other computer will utilize resources of this machine or your machine to do downloads, so it gets out of control. So I suggest turning this off. Under Windows Security, Virus and Threat Protection. So in this setting, I suggest keeping real-time protection and cloud-delivered automatic sample submission. That works for Microsoft to improve Windows Defender, but doesn't work for us because we don't know what files are going to be submitted and what is Microsoft going to do with them. So it's privacy issue. And we can also always choose to submit a sample manually if we think it's interesting for wider community and Microsoft to do something about that. Tamper protection. If there are more users on your machine, keep it on to prevent changing important security features. Okay, keep it off because I'm the only user on this PC and administrator. Here we can set exclusions that won't be scanned. This is not recommended. This is configuration of the notifications. So I need the virus and threat protection. I need all of them to be kept up to date what's going on and what is firewall blocking and why is blocking and so on. So backup is interesting. What I would suggest, and I will demonstrate that now, that you create a system image which will be used to restore your computer in case something happens. Okay, let me choose the location for the image. So I will choose this, click next. So it will do screenshot of my current system drive. So it will take up to 30 gigabytes of disk space. So if some issue happen, I can always restore my computer for this backup. So it will take 5 to 10 minutes, depends on the speed of the computer. So this is quite useful feature. So here we can refresh our PC without affecting our files or reset it and start over. Those are backup and recovery options. Or we can add external USB or eSATA hard drive to save backup. Yeah. So under Troubleshoot tab, we have option to troubleshoot internet connections, audio, printer, Windows Update, and Bluetooth, direct access to workplace, incoming connections, keyboard, network adapter, power, program compatibility. If you have problem, let's say with speech or video, you can just click and choose run the troubleshooter. Or if you have problems with Windows Store apps, the same. Click and run troubleshooter. This is recovery tab. So this is restarting into the advanced startup. Or we can reset the PC. Activation, so we see activation data. So as you can see, my Windows is activated with digital license. Here we can change product key. So here I can add Microsoft account if I like. So this is option for mobile devices, laptops and so. So when we sign in Microsoft account, we can customize Find My Device. It's very similar to Find My Phone for iPhones and iPads. So this is customization of the developer features for sideload apps. So I can install apps from other sources that I trust, like Workplace. So these are some settings that we can customize. And remote desktop and PowerShell. So Windows install Sander program if you want to test early pre-release versions of Windows 10 and provide feedback to Microsoft. So you can apply here. So you can link an account, mostly Microsoft and so on. I wasn't interested in that. So this is everything about the customizing the settings of Windows 10. So in the next video I will cover advanced optimization and cleanup using free tools. Today we just covered using the built-in tools, except I showed you use of CC Cleaner to uninstall apps that we don't need. That's free tool. That will be also covered in more detail next time. So you can subscribe to get notified about the new videos. I plan to release at least 2 videos per week. So there is lots of topics to cover because Windows 10 has grown significantly in features and everything. So basically I will put efforts to cover the most important aspects, and in the comments write your requests, and if you have some suggestions or critics, I'm open for everything. Yeah, and we'll see you in the next video, which will cover advanced script maintenance and optimization. That was everything for today. Thank you very much.